Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the MLG National Championship Gears of War. We have Infinity versus Insane. My name is Van Silly, and along with me, I do not have the pro only for Halo 3, but I have the pro for Gears of War. Nixie, how's it going, man?
What's going on with that pistol there?
Oh, I don't know, actually. That's going to be something that's going to have to be the pros to answer, because I'm still a nub at this game.
Alright, well, it's actually less than a clip to down somebody. When you have an active reload, it's even less. So it's super powerful, but we got a maze being taken out, and that's huge.
Yeah.
Every kill matters.
Right now, Predator is going to be the last man standing right now here. So he's going to look for some cover, maybe try to down the time here to make it a draw, because actually if he doesn't get taken down when the time runs out, it's going to go to a draw, and it's going to go back again to a 4-on-4 execution here on War Machine. But good round coming in there.
All right, well, I just saw the difference between
going around. You can actually see your opponents all the time here, unless you're on a different map like Fuel Depot, and you're just hiding around the pillar and just waiting for the next boom shot spawn. Then switching over through the players could actually help your teammates to look on their screen and spot where their opponents are. But they also have the Astros going on to communicate, so they could just go through there. So far, actually, we do have Sneaky, the last man standing here for Infinity. Let's see if we get things done. He's up on a 2-versus-1 situation versus Killa. Make that only Z-Killa. Z-Killer against Sneaky. Sneaky switching over to that pistol, gonna reload here. He spots him at the middle of the map. He's gonna head down towards that staircase, right next to that torque bow. So, like I said, it's all gonna be the cover, the bob and roll, and then hopefully get lucky with the pickoff. We do have the grenades that are spawned as well, though. We might gonna try to go for the charge with Sneaky to pick that up with success now. Just on the other side is going to be Z-Killer looking for some cover. The nade goes up. He's going to dodge that way at the middle of the map. So now, like I said, basically at a 1-on-1 situation, it could be the same thing as 2-on-1 situation where they actually want to run down the time and just tie it up or bring it to a draw.
Yeah, I noticed both players are playing pretty passive right here. Nobody wants to make a mistake, and I think I understand why. That's pretty obvious.
So let's switch over here to Z-Killer. If he can get things done, moving up on the staircase, I think he's going to play this aggressively and push up. He does have the torque bow in hand. So looking for some spray damage here. He's going to go around the pillar. That just hits the front there. That splash damage is not going to come to any damage onto Sneaky. Now he's going to try to push him out and switch over to the shotgun, because that is the most effective weapon close range. But he gets down there, and he's going to get executed by Sneaky. And that round is going to go to Infinity. Good job there on that 1-on-1 situation. Usually the guy with the torque bow will have that advantage, but it seems as though the splash damage didn't work out for Z-Killer on that 1-versus-1 situation, and Sneaky just capitalized on that. Alright, so far the score is 2-2, all tied up on this first map of War Machine. Let me remind you guys, though, that it is best of 11, because this is the second time that these guys meet in the bracket. So Insanes are actually in the lead 3-0. Let me just look around and see if there's actually some communication going on here for the teams.
All right, so Van Silly, I gotta ask you, you've been following these teams a little bit this season. Tell me, what are the differences in the play styles between Infinity and the Insanes?
Well, it seems as though I read a bit of an interview going on with Infinity when they're actually on a hot streak in this first season in the pro circuit and also in this pro circuit. They say that they have about 6-7 strategies for every single map. Wow. So this is basically what gives them the advantage. They can always switch things around, while other teams usually have like a basic strategy going on. And that's why you actually see like Killa just got that frag there, but for the Insanes, to be bringing it up to 3-2 meanwhile, because the action's just fast. But let me just tell you, like, they finished first and second consistently here for Infinity, and it's just for the strategy that they have together.
All right, so I'll break it down for everyone at home how Gears of War works. I'm going to get real basic with you guys. So basically every round, and correct me if I mess any of this up, please, every round you get 1 life. If your whole team's eliminated, you get a point.
That's right.
It's the first to 4 points win the map.
Yeah.
In this case, we're playing a best of 11 because it's a continuation.
That's right.
Normally it would be a best of 5.
Exactly.
So every round really matters. Every life really matters. It puts a lot of pressure on each player when you get taken out first. Oh, basically, you don't want to be that guy.
That's why you always see them playing very cautiously. They don't want to make that pull that mistake going on here and actually cost them that round. So now we're going to follow Genetics, though, of Team Infinity, looking for some action here on the other side of the sandbags. He's switching over to that Lancer. Going to go with that quick reload. But it's just back and forth here. It's kind of like It's kind of like naked eye 1.5, you know, when they're flying around the dumpster right across the other.
Sure,
Pretty much the same thing until one guy pulls a mistake. But we're actually going to try to get, for sure, we're actually going to try to go for the snipe here, and Genetics will be able to pick this up. Now, usually as well, when people pick up the snipe, you usually see them go for an immediate shot to go for a power reload, and that actually makes it a power shot. So if you actually get a shot from the waist above, you can actually down them in one shot. But meanwhile, Genetics just switched over to his shotgun and down his opponent there.
So I just saw Genetics, I hate to interrupt you, but I just saw Genetics use 2 moves that are so important in competitive Gears of War. The first one was the weapon slide. The second one was the melee, the 2-shot.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain either of those? I can jump on, I can explain it, but what do you got?
Well, actually, the slide is basically you're sliding and picking up your weapon at the same time, so you're actually covering it as you're picking up your weapon. So that
instead of standing there like a sitting duck, so you can get lancered.
Yeah.
That's a huge tactic in Gears of War. And the other thing I was talking about was the melee to the shotgun. You run up to your opponent, you hit him with the melee, they actually get stunned for almost a full second, just in time for you to whip out your shotgun and finish off the job. Really common tactic. It's almost like the BXR in Halo 2 or the 2 shots and a beatdown in Halo 3.
Yeah, so let's see what's going on right now with Predator. He's actually at the mid-map here. I'm looking at the rest and see what they're going to try to do. Z-Killer is actually pushing up. I think they're going to try to work for the torque bow as well. As let's see Killer how he's going to do here. He's switching over to that pistol. You see that torque bow right in front of him. So we do have 2-3 guys working together to get that down, but of course we have the same amount of people from the opponent team here at Infinity working it back. But Killer is going to try to pick this up.
No, one thing I've noticed is how aggressive the Insanes are playing to previous years. I'm used to seeing them sit back, Lancer a lot, but as you see here, Killer pushing up, wasting no time whatsoever.
He got Reddit and down though, and he gets executed. So he's going to go down. We do have now 2 guys only alive for the Insanes. Let's switch over to one of them, which is going to be Warrior. And we got 3 alive right now for Infinity. So, like I said, they have the 1-minute advantage. It's time to push in. They already got Z-Killer down. So Warrior is going to be the last man standing, looking for some cover. You see right there, he got owned by that turbo and blown away. And Infinity is going to get that round.
And that was on the Insanes host as well, wasn't that? That's a huge win in the favor of Infinity. We were describing a little bit earlier. I want to touch back on it. The host advantage is huge in this game. Right, so I might as well break down Fuel Depot while these guys set up their host and join the host and get ready to play. Fuel Depot, this one's a little noob it down one more time for you guys back home. Every round you switch spawn, so you're seeing, you got a maze. He spawned in the hangar, but next round he'll spawn back there, past the helipad. That's the spot we were talking about that has the advantage.
And we're also going to switch over to the classes as well. We do have the Locust as Insanes and the Cog as Infinity. As let's follow a maze right now of Infinity. Going to try to outside of the hangar while the rest of the guys are actually pushing inside that boom shot. Actually, we did have some big action going around with Z-Killer. We're going to switch over to Warrior to try to revive his teammates, but they both got down here too little too late. He is with Killer right now on the inside, and we do have a 2-on-1 situation. The tides have turned around. Killer's going to revive Warrior as well from that, so Amaze is going to be the last man standing for Infinity, looking for some cover. Boom shot, and he dodges that away from the warehouse. He's going to look back here towards the Hammerburst. And he's looking for some cover back here, maybe run back towards the gas station, try to pick up the grenade. But look at that, he downs his opponent. But meanwhile, they roll to revive each other. He's going to try to go close range with the flash shots and clutch this one. We're down to a 1-versus-1 situation. Amaze couldn't get it done. And Warrior is going to capitalize on that frag. Clutch play, though. Great try by Amaze, also known as Atmosphere, to win that 2-versus-1. I said it's really hard usually to come back in it, but he almost had it. Apparently shout out to Cloud right there, who actually did very good in this championship, finishing 6th.
Out of how many teams?
6.
Not bad. I mean, he got here. That says enough in itself.
Basically, yeah. I mean, there's so many teams that actually qualified or that tried to qualify to make it to the spot here in the finals in Las Vegas.
And he was actually sitting next to my good buddy Arctic.
Yeah.
Of course.
So Warrior just got down earlier on. Killer, you saw those nades going in. We also have that sniper rifle just from behind here. They can pick that up and shoot through the windows and try to take them down. So basically we're shooting some legs, making them tap dance a bit. We do have a 2-on-3 situation though in favor of the Infinity squad. So let's switch over to them and see if we can get things done. Genetics is actually going to try to push in now. So now he's looking back here. He does. He is helping his teammate to try to corner down the last player remaining, which is Killer. He's going to get down, and Infinity's going to get that point. So good job so far here, tying things up on Fuel Depot. But we still have the Insanes in the lead, 4-2 overall in the best of 11. As they're switching over to a new round, we do have Infinity spawning at the bad spawn in the warehouse. So actually, let's see if they're actually going to go for the charge or just go for the helipad hold. With Genetics right now, one of the key players. As we actually got 3 earlier on, got down and picked up here. Oh, we got DMAC that's going to be joining us very soon and hang out with us.
No, he's not, is he?
I don't know, apparently.
Wait a second. We got my man, DMAC, jumping on that set. What's going on, D? How you feeling?
What's going on, guys? I'm freaking out right now, man. We've seen too much good Halo. We're watching really good Gears of War right now.
Really good. We're watching the best. This finals is so exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, the aggression from both teams is out of control. Check it out.
This is when teams play the best, man. This is when you see the best out of every team.
Well, hey, I need your knowledge for a bit. Do you remember back in the pregame show on Friday when Puckett asked me who I want to see in the finals for Gears of War? Who did I say?
You said you want to see Infinity.
And who else? The Insanes, baby. I'm up here watching Infinity.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
I'm happy.
Forgot.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much action going around for you guys. It's really hard to keep up with what's going on overall here. What's up, guys? As we're going to actually move on to another new round here, Zeke Killer. Actually going to switch over to Warrior with the Insanes, who are actually working out on the outside of the warehouse. Aggressive push, though, for Infinity inside the warehouse to pick up that boom. So they're just going to set up by the hangar door and going to try to take him down here with the pistol and also with the Lancers.
And Infinity is pulling strategies that's been out since day one of Gears of War. It's the most basic strategy. Charge into the warehouse, get control of the warehouse, make them come to you, and use that boom shot to their advantage. And they're doing a good job right now.
So we have actually a 4-on-3 situation, 1-man advantage here. Let's switch over to Sneaky of Infinity. They are the ones that are at the disadvantage. He actually went back towards that hammer burst and tried to go for a flank by that truck, by that snipe. But to no avail there, he's going to fall back and reload. Now, DMAC, are you a big player here for Gears of War?
Nah, I definitely do like Gears of War. I play it all the time. But as far as knowing the strategy, I'm not really into the whole strategy of this game, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
No, I'll give you some credit, D. When we had that first LAN ever back at Super's house, who attended?
I used to be pretty good. I used to be pretty good at this game, and I still think this is an awesome game. If Gears of War 2 is going to blow up.
Gears of War 2 is fantastic. I haven't touched any game since Gears of War 2 came out, except for Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet ain't so bad. But let's jump back into the finals because this is so exciting. I can't take my eyes away from it. Sneaky doing work. He just joined this team a little while ago, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right, actually. He joined in the pro circuit for 2008. Let me just click through and see who he joined with.
Well, he joined Infinity. I'll tell you, he joined Infinity two events ago.
He joined with God 603. There you go.
There you go.
Got a small blank going on. Actually, we are tied 2-2 right now on Fuel Depot. Sneaky going to try to go with some grenades right there on that helipad. But I have no idea why he did that, because that was his teammate right there. But we're going to look back towards that warehouse. That boom shot has actually been taken. We actually did have a flank
going around. Here's that flank we're talking about. It's so devastating, getting up behind the enemy, taking out at least two players there. It might have been a third. That was absolutely huge. Yeah,
now we got a 4-on-2 situation in favor of the Insanes. We're following Zeke Killer right now, who's actually going to push in with his teammate to do. Actually, it's a 4-on-1 situation now, so a maze atmosphere. The last one standing, who almost tried to clutch a 2 versus 1 earlier on. Now he's going to have to try to clutch a 4 versus 1. But he's going to get totally denied there by Warrior. And the Insanes are going to get that round, taking the lead here, 3-2.
Now check out Warrior's stats. He has the best stats in the game right now, arguably, compared to, I can't even tell that person's name, God 603. What do stats tell about a player? I mean, is there some behind the scenes things that you don't see? Maybe a player doesn't have such great stats, but can he be the MVP in the game, or do stats tell the entire story?
Well, we're actually looking at the number of kills and the downs that they got. If they do get the number of kills and the number of downs, it shows that they're actually one of the key players, being the aggressive player or being the flanker that actually helps out the team. So he's going to be the aggressive player, while the other guys are just going to come and pick up the swaps or pick up the kills.
Absolutely, create those openings.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Thanks, Dixie.
No problem.
3-on-3 situation right now on Fuel Depot. It is 3-2 so far in favor of Insanes. As we are going to follow right now Killa. He's looking by the windows here of the warehouse, going to try to get some shots in with the Lancer. He does put a heavy fire into his opponent, but couldn't down him right there.
You're good to go.
We did get a revive going on. It was 603 that got down earlier on for Infinity. That gets down it's immediately right after. And for you guys that are actually listening from the Halo community org, you guys are new to Gears of War, if you get down, you can get revived. If you get down again, you can get revived. But if you get down the third time, well, you're gone and you're out of there. So it's going to be now a 3-on-3 situation. God 603 is on his last lifeline. Let's see if he can get things done. Now it looks like we're just holding it slow right now inside that warehouse, just waiting for that boom shot to spawn. So they're just going to look for some cover. It actually just came up, and God 603 is actually not going to push up towards it. He's actually going to try to flank around and help out his teammate to try to down his opponent, but to no avail. He gets down himself, and Warrior's going to take that frag.
Van Silly, you know what I just noticed? Infinity is arguing back and forth with each other. I actually want to jump down with them in the player audio, if that's okay with you.
Let's do it, man.
These fun.